I decided to go all the way and watch Wallace. I was surprised that he went into a detached garage with his son's clothes and sandwiches. So, was I right? But, first things first. Hey man, trust me. I feel awkward sitting here and telling you all this too, but I thought you'd find it interesting. Adam Miller is not the most charming, smart, or lucky guy in the world. To be honest, he's a complete loser. The only thing he's good at is getting into trouble. Oh, by the way, I'm talking about myself. I am Adam Miller. I was kicked out of college as well as the student dormitory. That's why I had been living in this suite for the last 6 months. I began to take on even the shoddiest of work. Being a bartender at Boozer Joe's was even fun. Free peanuts, tips, and beautiful women. What else could a guy need? Here's some advice for you.
Do you mind some company?
Don't sleep with your boss's wife, especially if you owe him money. Yeah, the boss caught me in bed with his wife and kicked me out of the bar. Of course, he didn't forget about the money I owed him. I didn't have any money, so I started hiding from him. I had never had a worse job than at a car wash. The owner barely paid us anything and was a total cheapskate, even when it came to the necessary stuff. No water again! What am I supposed to wash the car with? Pinch me, what a car! The owner of the car wash told us to make those rich fools buy something expensive. Well, I convinced them they needed a leather impregnation. It seemed I'd gotten lucky for the first time in a long while. I couldn't help but reach for the wallet. I know, stealing is bad, but those guys had enough money to fill the whole trunk with crisp bills. And I lived in a car and worked for a complete cretin. What did I have to lose? Long story short, I stole the wallet. Come on, you piece of junk, come on! I expected to get away faster than the loss of the wallet could be discovered, but my damn car wouldn't start. Give the wallet back. What do you mean? What wallet? The man smirked and said that they had a DVR in the car. Oh, you mean this wallet? I don't know how it got here. I gave back my loot, but the guy said he would turn me into the police anyway. And then his boss came up to us. He introduced himself as Mr. Wallace, and his crazy assistant turned out to be called Brand. Wallace said he had an idea how we could help each other out. I've always been busy with work and didn't spend much time with my son. Now I want to make up for lost time, but unfortunately, Freddy died recently. Well, I'm sorry, what's this got to do with me? You look a lot like him. If you agree to spend a month with me as my son, I won't turn you into the police. What do you say? I was about to say that I'd never heard anything so insane in my life when the car of my former boss from Boozer Joe drove back into the car wash. I didn't want to meet either him or his wife, who kept sending me nudes ever since that ill-fated night. So I immediately agreed and jumped into the car. Yeah, I'll be your son. I can even be your grandma if you want. Let's just get out of here. When I was brought to Mr. Wallace's house, I found out what the catch of our strange deal was. Glasses? Are we going to the beach? My son was blind from birth. Wear them and stay in character. Great! Just great. I had to pretend to be blind for a whole month. I knew things couldn't be that simple. Wallace took me to a baseball game that night. I'm not a fan of sports, but I didn't mind hanging out in the VIP box. Some pompous woman joined us. Wallace introduced her as Deborah Lynch, his business partner, and told her I was his son Freddie. I thought it was strange that someone quite close with Wallace didn't know about the death of his son, but of course, I didn't say anything. Rich people and their quirks. That became obvious when Wallace and Deborah made bets on the outcome of the game. I thought they were joking, but they actually decided the winner would get the baseball team that Deborah apparently owned and whose game we were watching. This time, I will definitely win. I'm listening. I don't know a damn thing about baseball, and it was hard to pretend to be interested in the game while pretending to be blind. So I started to turn my head, and noticed that Deborah had written to her assistant that she was not about to lose her guys to Wallace, and ordered him to do anything so that she would win the bet. When Wallace came back, a player on the field got injured, allegedly by accident, and Deborah won the bet. For some reason, this whole thing made me terribly angry.
Don't worry, Wallace. It's just not your day.
Nonsense! The results of the game were rigged. Just look at her phone. Deborah gaped, not understanding how a blind guy could have seen through her. But in the end, she confessed that she had cheated. Go for a little walk, son. We need to have a serious conversation. I shrugged and headed for the stadium's food court. I didn't care about their drama, but I really wanted a hot dog and a soda.
Are you blind, you idiot? Oh, sorry.
I didn't immediately understand why such a beauty was apologizing, but then it dawned on me. She'd seen my glasses and now also thought I was blind. Her name was Lana. We talked a bit and she suggested we go to the cheerleaders' locker room and clean up her clothes.
Calm down, girls. This is Adam, and he can't see anything. Wait a minute.
Oh man, you should have been there. These girls believed I was blind and kept changing their clothes right in front of me.
That's it. It'll be as good as new. Sorry again.
How can I be mad at a girl with such a beautiful... such a beautiful voice? After Lana had washed our clothes, she volunteered to accompany me back. And when she found out that I was hanging out in a VIP box, she must have decided that I was the son of a millionaire. So she put her number in my phone and turned on the voice call option.
If you get bored, call me handsome.
I liked Lana terribly, but spending evenings with a fake dad quickly got boring. Even though our contract said that I wasn't supposed to go anywhere without Wallace's permission, I still decided to have some fun. Lana and I decided to meet at a club, so I waited for the night to come and snuck out of the house. We were having fun, and I was making the most of my situation. Lana was afraid that I would stumble and kept pressing close to me.
Adam, I'm getting us drinks. I'll be right back.
Everything was going great. Until the wife of my former boss appeared in the club. Oh no, you can't see me. You can't see me.
Adam, baby, why are you ignoring me? I missed you so much.
I was hoping to quickly get rid of her before Lana returned. But then, I noticed my former boss. Worst of all, he noticed his wife, who was still hugging me. It's not what you think. I can explain everything. But his wife didn't let me do that. She sobbed and threw herself into her husband's arms.
Jack, did you see what this scoundrel was doing? He harassed me.
My ex-boss rolled up his sleeves and moved towards me. I tried to explain that I hadn't been hitting on his wife and blurted out the truth about the nudes she'd been sending me. I shouldn't have done that.
He's making me send them, Jack.
Never think that things can't get any worse. They can. Right as Jack was demanding an explanation for what his wife's photos were doing on my phone, Lana came up to us.
What's going on here? What photos is he talking about? And Adam, aren't you blind? How could you?
I would have rushed after Lana and explained everything, but my former boss started dragging me to the back exit. Oh no, that wasn't good. Jack, I'll pay you back with interest. Just leave me alone. It seemed like that option suited him just fine. I gave him Mr. Wallace's address, and Jack took me there to get the money. Mr. Wallace was terribly displeased that I'd left without permission, and then woke him up in the middle of the night asking to borrow some of his money. But he still silently took out the cash and gave it to Jack. Yes! Thank you, Mr. Wallace. I will definitely pay you back everything. Listen, Adam, there's no need to pay me back anything. Let it be a sign of my gratitude for your honesty at the game. I don't have many people I can trust, so tell me if you noticed something suspicious again. All right, Mr. Wallace, I'll keep my eyes wide open. In the morning, I went down for coffee and accidentally overheard Brand's phone conversation. I didn't usually make a habit of eavesdropping on people, but I heard Brand say my name. He said that I was too stupid to understand that I was being used, and so far, everything was going to his and Mr. Wallace's plan. What was going on? Maybe I really was stupid to believe that Wallace just missed his dead son. What if Wallace's son was alive and well, and they had hired someone who looked like Freddy on purpose, like so that Wallace's competitors would kidnap me? Adam Miller, a guy who no one would care about, and not his beloved son. God, I'm such an idiot. I should run. But first, I had to steal the recording from the DVR. I still didn't want to go to prison. I wanted to sneak out of the house so that Bran and Wallace wouldn't know that I had found out about their plan. Then I realized that someone was walking towards me. I slipped into the first room I saw. It was the bedroom of Freddie, Wallace's son. Judging by the photos, he traveled, scuba dived, and climbed mountains a lot. Not bad, especially considering he was blind. Then I heard the footsteps behind the door. Why am I so unlucky? Mr. Wallace came into the room. He pulled a set of Freddie's clothes out of the closet and went out. I decided to get to the bottom of it and followed Wallace. I was surprised when he walked into a detached garage with his son's clothes and a tray with sandwiches. Had I been right after all? Was he hiding his son and waiting for me to be kidnapped instead of him? A few minutes later, Wallace came out of the garage, and I slipped inside to make sure. It was dark in there, but I could clearly see a pile of men's clothes and a large cage in the corner. Damn, he doesn't keep his son in his cage, does he? Adam, what the hell? Don't you dare come in here without permission. Okay, we'll deal with it later. We're going to an event. Put on your glasses. Bran appeared behind Mr. Wallace, and I realized it was too late for me to run. They put me in a car, and we drove somewhere. I just knew something bad would happen to me at this event, so I hoped to run away at the first chance I got. Wallace was preparing to sign some important document, and Bran was frowning at me the whole time. To be honest, that guy gave me goosebumps. Okay, I see that everything is fine with the deal. Let's sign it. Bran handed Wallace the phone, and while he wasn't looking, his business partner switched the contract to another one. Of course, Wallace's partner wasn't worried about me, as he thought I was blind. Bran, can't you see I'm busy? Wallace waved him off and signed the wrong contract. I was busy trying to figure out how to save myself, so I didn't say anything. After signing the contract, they began to happily shake hands and discuss something. I slipped away, and nobody even noticed. I stole the DVR and made my escape. Then I went back to living in my wreck of a car. I wouldn't call it a happy ending, but at least I was alive. I took all my savings and bought a burger to celebrate the occasion.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's my... Adam? You're such a jerk! Not only are you a liar, you're also the clumsiest person I've ever met.
Oh, get off your high horse. You were only interested in me because you thought I was rich. So, we're even.
Oh, is that right? You idiot! I liked you because... Guys always fall for me only because of my looks, and I thought since you were blind, you liked who I was as a person.
Well, maybe I did. I'd even like you if you were bald.
Would you really? Then how do you like this?
Damn, you're beautiful. Yeah, man, my personal life improved. Lana turned out to be amazing, and we started spending a lot of time together.
Adam, I know we had plans, but I need to visit my uncle. We've hardly spoken and haven't seen each other in several years, but he has so much on his plate right now. His son died, and now he's going bankrupt on top of everything else.
No problem. I'll go with you. I got scared when Lana brought me to Mr. Wallace's house. And when the truth was revealed, I felt like a real scoundrel. Wallace said that he had signed the wrong document and handed over all his property to Bran. And now he was left with nothing, and even had to live in a garage because the house had to be sold. The worst thing is that I trusted Bran and considered him a family friend. It's my fault too. After all, I saw them switch the contracts, but I didn't say anything. Bran set everything up so that I would accidentally overhear his phone conversation and think that you were up to something. After that, he was sure that even if I saw something, I wouldn't tell you about the fake documents. And he was right. Mr. Wallace had been kind to me and had even paid off my debt to Jack, and I had fallen for Bran's lies. I was seriously confused by the cage in the garage and Freddy's clothes. Thought you were hiding your son in there. I was preparing Freddy's things in the garage for charity. And the cage? Well, look for yourself. Freddy adored the ugly little things. I kept threatening to throw them away, but now that he's gone, I can't help but take care of them. So Freddy died after all. I'm sorry. Yes, it was impossible to make my son stay in one place. His blindness didn't stop him from having extreme and dangerous hobbies. He felt guilty and wanted to help Wallace get his property back. I told the police the whole story, and even showed them the recording of the DVR of myself stealing the wallet to convince them. But words of a loser like me were not enough to arrest Bran. Until I accidentally watched more of the video.
That moron exposed Deborah. He could do the same to us. No need to worry. I'll figure out what to do about Adam. You should prepare the fake documents. We're going to get rid of Wallace soon.
Well, that sounded like a full confession. The deal was recognized as illegal, and Wallace got his property back. He suggested I work for him instead of Bran, and it seems like things are looking up for me as well. I just wanted to say that I'll look after your old man. And I wish I'd got to know you, Freddy. I'm sure you were a good guy. You again?
We tried playing nice, Bob. Isn't that right, guys? Now we'll have to do it the hard way. Take him.
Here he is, Bob Skinner, a playboy and a young billionaire topping the Forbes list. How are you doing, Bob? Clearly better than you, Timmy. With a haircut like that, he has a sense of humor on top of everything else. Bob, the nation wants to know the secret of your incredible success. Well, will you share it? Success? Oh yeah, I'm very successful. Well, a responsible student in his last year of college, the star of the sports team, a guy popular with the girls. All that was not about me. I was a slacker, a loser, and a real dumbass. Sandy, baby, your girls are looking amazing today. Shall we go to the bar or straight to my place?
Ew, you jerk!
Rude, but I really was a complete jerk. I'm not sure why I hadn't been kicked out of college. Damn, she's hot. She is out of your league, bro. We have like a sociology exam coming up. History exam, you idiot. What difference does it make? I don't know a damn thing anyway. Oh, should we study? Steve, your face. As you see, the party was a success, but the exam preparation was not. We were supposed to take it the next day. I would have tried to learn something, but my stupid hungover brain, as always, wanted an easier way out. Oh, damn, Patrick. What should I do? If I don't pass this time, I'll definitely get kicked out. And then I'll have to work in my dad's auto repair shop. Relax, man. We'll figure it out. All you have to do is, bribe the examiner, give him some money, and it'll be fine. A brilliant idea, really. Except I was broke. I'd spent the last of my money on our party. I had to figure out how to quickly get some cash. The Allerbam Research Laboratory needs testers of new drugs. Is this the payment for one visit? This is a perfect job for me. It's kind of creepy here.
Is Bob Skinner here?
Yeah, that's me. Wow, a girl.
Come in. My name is Dr. Pearl Hawkins.
Pearl was talking for a long time and boring me with the details about the brain-boosting drug they were developing.
The drug has not been studied thoroughly yet. There might be side effects. Your task is to take a pill in the evening, and tomorrow, come back to us and describe your feelings. You'll be paid at once. Sign right here.
No problem, Doc. Check this out. Whoa! I want a pill that makes me smart too. I won't drink it. Who knows what it could do to me? I'll just say that everything went fine and there were no side effects. Oh, you're so smart. All I had to do was slip the money to the teacher, get the credit, and go back to doing nothing. Whoa, oops. Mr. Garrison, you dropped something.
Are you out of your mind? Are you trying to bribe me? I won't take my eyes off of you now. The nerve of you.
Sorry. Damn it all. How am I supposed to pass the exam now? I'm finished. Or, I remembered about the brain-boosting pill. What the hell? pill make me smart. I don't feel any. Such risks can lead to intraparenchymal hemorrhages. I'll have to be careful. Wait, what? I felt like I was using 1000% of my brain. I could recite any lecture of the course. What is it, Mr. Skinner? Well, I came here to drink a Coke and take the exam. As you can see, I've already drinking my Coke. I felt like Einstein. I knew everything in the world. Mr. Garrison was stunned. The result of the French Revolution, the fall of absolutism, the proclamation of universal freedom and equity. Curtains, lights out. Mr. Skinner! Bravo! I easily passed the exam, but I was just getting started.
Bob, I didn't know you were so smart. Maybe we should go out tomorrow? You could tell me something interesting.
It will be my pleasure, Belfem. I immediately told Patrick about everything and finally realized something. Does a pill, make your stomach hurt? Or does it, is your brain hurt from being so smart? My friend is a complete idiot. I was getting ready for my date with Sandy when Pearl called.
Bob, why didn't you come for testing? We are waiting for you.
There is absolutely no need for that. There were no effects from the drugs. I mean, calm down. It's fine, there's no side effects, and now, excuse me, I have a date. Phew, I think I got away with it. In China, the peony symbolizes well-being, and pink peonies represent love.
Oh, Bob.
The date was perfect. I knew all sorts of things, and Sandy was listening to me and batting her eyelashes. But soon, I felt the effects of the pills starting to dissipate. You want me to steal a toy for you?
What?
I mean, win. Hey, you! It's all rigged! I need to impress this chick, come on!
What? You're still a jerk.
Sandy, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. Wait! Heck. Now my success depended on the Allerban pills. So, in the morning, I rushed to the clinic. Pearl, I lied. I took a pill and it was something else. My brain was upgraded. I need another pill.
Don't even think about it. It could be dangerous. The drug and its side effects haven't been fully researched yet. Let's run some tests instead. Evans, how did you escape from the ward? Sorry, Bob. I'll bring him to the ward and come back.
Take your time, Doc. Since Pearl refused to give me the pills, I decided to take them myself. Doctor's orders, and now it's time to go. Has it worked? Let's see. The northern lights are the result of the interaction of the solar wind with the upper layers of the Earth's atmosphere. Oh, yes! Baby, I'm back!
A violin? What a beautiful melody. Bob?
Sandy, I'm sorry that sometimes I act like a fool. Your beauty makes me stupid. Will you give me another chance? That's when it dawned on me. Why waste my time on college when a jar of super pills could secure me a place in the company of my dreams today? Or rather, tomorrow. In the morning, I went to the office of Blue Earth, the most prestigious company in the city. Of course, before that, I swallowed a magic pill. So, I nailed the job interview. I'm impressed, Mr. Skinner. Join our team. I felt like I was on top of the world. Goodbye, Dad's auto repair shop and stupid college. Hello, luxury and wealth. But then I noticed something weird. I'll be damned.
It's so hot today. Where did I park my refrigerator?
No one but me saw the walking snowman. That's how I found out the side effects of the pills. But you know what? It even seemed cool to me. I rushed to the dorm to tell Patrick about my success. But I was in for an unpleasant surprise. Hey, what are you doing here?
You know perfectly well what. Give me the pills back, Bob. I'm asking nicely.
The pills, huh? Just a sec. Hey, catch, guys! Ah!
Idiots! Catch him!
Have a nice life, morons!
Let us out right now.
Rose petals are as soft as your skin. I'm moving in with you.
What? Okay.
Things were wild. After that, I dropped out of college, moved in with the girl of my dreams, and started working for a cool company. I had to increase the dose of the drug to deal with it all. I started hallucinating more, but I didn't care. I was on my way to success and was already getting good money. My boss said that a large European company had become our investor, and whoever came up with a perfect project for them would become the top manager. I couldn't miss such an opportunity and started to prepare a project. Damn hallucinations.
Honey, take a break. Let's watch a comedy together.
Dumb humor and primitive jokes aren't my idea of entertainment.
You know, you've changed.
Yes, I have. I realized that Sandy was boring, primitive, and stupid. The pills had opened my eyes. It's you again.
We tried playing nice, Bob. Isn't that right, guys? Now, we'll have to do it the hard way. Grab him!
Sorry, but I need the pills more.
What's going on here?
Damn it!
While Pearl's huge but stupid assistants were distracted, I got out of there. Bye!
Idiots! He escaped!
Thanks to my super brain, it was easy for me to present the project to the investors. Even the frequent hallucinations couldn't stop me. It's a shame they don't see it. The day I became the top manager, I finally dumped Sandy and moved into a cool loft. I also hired bodyguards in case Pearl decided to visit again.
You're a scumbag, Bob Skinner! I love you!
You're annoying. Guys, deal with her. I was given more and more projects. Money, success, connections. My brain needed lots of boosts. I was quickly running out of pills. I could lose everything. Something had to be done. I decided to visit Allerbam Clinic and buy more pills, no matter how much money Pearl asked for. What's the matter? Why is the sign different? I couldn't have gotten the address wrong. But instead of a clinic, there was now a gym there. Where's Pearl? Where are the pills? Where are the psychos?
For the last time, there has never been a clinic here. Leave or I'll call the police.
No, I'm not crazy. I'll prove it. I knew this was all a trick by Pearl. I told my bodyguards to go find her. Pearl Hawkins. Got it? Then get to work. I couldn't rely too much on those fools, so I tried to think of a backup plan in case I couldn't get the pills. In the end, I came up with the idea to take over the Blue Earth. If the company was mine, I wouldn't have to take the pills to please my boss, Mr. Presley. And to do that, I started to falsify documents and make off-book transactions. Where are you going? Stop! That's better. Soon, my bodyguards came back and brought disappointing results of the search for Pearl Hawkins. Judging by the documents, she had died 5 years ago. How is this possible? Have you checked everything? Guys? I was beginning to confuse reality and the hallucinations. I had to stop taking the pills, but first, I needed to take over the company and ensure a comfortable life for myself. What? How did I end up here? Pearl? I've almost run out of pills. Leave me alone!
Bob. You took too many experimental pills and got trapped in hallucinations. I want to help you. Take the blue pill, and everything will end without any side effects. Take the red one, and everything will continue. What will you choose?
Give up everything I've achieved? Become a loser without money again? Hell no! I need to become rich first. Anyway, you're all just hallucinations. I choose the red one, got it?
Well,
I knew it. They weren't real. So, I set Mr. Presley up, and he was accused of fraud and kicked out in disgrace. And then, I casually suggested a cool business expansion project. The board of directors? The Blue Earth? Was I cool or what? The jerk loser Bob Skinner achieved his goal. I used the last pill to make a great speech at the gala evening organized to celebrate my appointment. Thank you. It's a great honor. So, that was it. The secret of my incredible success. Wow, quite a story. But can I ask you one more question, Bob? Why did you decide to tell us the truth? Why? Because I don't care what any of you think. I want you to know how rich and successful I am. I'm very rich and successful, damn it. Successful.
You only came in just yesterday. One pill was enough to cause such a reaction?
Unfortunately, he was found unconscious in the college bathroom. He has been hallucinating since he came to.
Who wants an autograph? No paparazzi. Ooh, and you, baby, can come into my room.
And keeps insisting that he is successful. The drug needs further testing.
Damn it. What is going on in this guy's head? He lives in his own fantasy world and does not realize that he's just a psycho. Another volunteer is here.
Are you the ones giving people money and pills for the brain?
There are still too many side effects. You came to the right place, but I must warn you that the drug is experimental and has side effects.
I'm strong. I can handle it, and I really need the money.
Let's go on, then. I can't believe it. It was him. It's going to be all right, Miss Rhyme. Yeah, sure. It sounds cliche, but my childhood was an absolute nightmare. Where are you looking? I'm here. BK Rhyme.
Get out of here, you hamster.
And that rich jerk is Lester Gribble. I hated him, but at the same time, I was in love with him. That's so embarrassing.
I will never like such a poor and ugly girl.
Why did I hang out at his house at all? My dad worked as a personal chef for Mr. Gribble Sr., Lester's dad. Ugh, he was such a nasty old man. Why am I talking in past tense? Well, one day, there was a party at the Gribble's house. I was waiting for Dad to be done with work when I saw something weird.
The cook is such a jerk. Would have been such a cool prank.
Dad!
Take your hands off me!
Mr. Gribble Sr. died after eating something. He was terribly allergic to seafood, and half an hour before his death, Lester had thrown out a rotten shrimp. Was it coincidence? I didn't think so. Except they blamed the cook for everything. That was how my terrible childhood in an orphanage began. I had no one but my dad to look after me. Here's me as an adult. Why am I crying? Let me rewind. As you can see, I grew up a real beauty. After college, I opened a small catering agency with my friend Joe. Everything was going well until...
Hi, BK. You got a letter.
I'm listening. Dad died in prison. There were only 2 days left until his release. It was so unfair. He asked the letter to be delivered to me after his death. If you're reading this, it means I'm dead. You should know that the letter was so old it was no longer possible to distinguish the words. To find out what Dad had wanted to say, I brought it to a restorer. He set to work but warned me it would take time.
Here's your cure for sadness. Ta-da!
Joe was a great guy, but every week I had to come up with a new excuse not to go on a date with him. He was like a brother to me, you know? He wouldn't give up, though.
Right, let's get to work. We've been getting calls from the bank. If we don't pay off the loan, we'll lose the agency.
I know, but there hasn't been many clients lately. If only someone would come in and say, "Hello, I want to order catering."
Hello, I want to order catering.
Joe and I almost choked on our coffees. Joe was overjoyed. Well, I realized that the well-groomed and handsome guy in front of me was the jerk Lester I used to know as a kid. He had ruined my life. I had to live in orphanage after orphanage, and my father had died in prison because of him. Meanwhile, he got an inheritance and lived without a worry in the world. I wanted to throw something heavy at him and show him the door. But then I looked at his stupid face and realized that Lester hadn't recognized me. Ha! Of course he didn't. I decided to use the chance and take revenge on Lester. Please, have a seat. My name is Kay. Just Kay. I spent the whole night searching for information about Gribble Jr. on the internet. In the morning, when I came to him to discuss the details of the order, I already knew about his international business, collections of sports cars, and bride, Miss Malibu 2020. Fake as they come. What a nice life you have, scumbag. Coming up with a plan was easy. I needed to destroy everything Lester held dear. As a bonus, I wanted to break his heart, as he had once broken mine.
I will never like such a poor and ugly girl.
We'll see about that. So, it will be a reception in honor of your birthday? Oh,
This is my fiancée, Mary Sue.
nice to meet you. Great body tan you have there. Who is this?
This is Kay. She's helping me organize this celebration.
So, we aren't going to Bali? Please, Lester. I was going to prepare a surprise for you.
Mary, please, not in front of other people. This reception isn't just for me, but also for my company's partners. It's very important for my business. The company is facing problems right now, I told you.
Blah, blah, blah. Mr. Boring. Seems there was trouble in paradise. I figured out how to get rid of my rival.
Sorry about this, Kay. Where were we?
We discussed the order and I was going back to my office when I accidentally heard something interesting. Mom, Lester doesn't love me at all.
You idiot! Who cares about love? The most important thing is that he is rich.
Yeah, but I wanted to surprise him.
My God. I hope you weren't planning to tell him you had been on the cover of a men's magazine.
Oh no. Lester can't find out what I'm doing before I met him, or how old I really am.
Then act like a lady, for God's sake.
Well. Joe, could you dig something up for me? While everyone was enjoying the party, Joe and I, as the organizers, were overseeing everything. The reception was a success, but Lester still had a big surprise waiting for him. This is for the 7th table. Is everything ready?
Yeah, but BK, are you sure revenge will make you happy? So much time has already passed. You were children. You could have misunderstood something.
Joe, my dear, just help me crush this jerk, and I promise I'll go on a date with you.
Now we're talking.
Joe helped me find an interesting video, and now we wanted all the guests to enjoy it.
This is my fiancée, Mary Sue.
Do you mind if I join your bachelor party? Oh, yeah, baby!
Mary, what is the meaning of this?
This? Why is it showing this?
You've embarrassed me.
Oops. Now, follow the plan and go up to Lester's office. I want to see his face when he discovers my gift. I was young. I needed money.
God, what else don't I know about you? And what's this?
I can explain everything.
I can't believe this is the woman I was going to marry.
You are a jerk. I only loved your money. While Lester was dealing with all the drama, Joe stole a tablet from his office. Well done. Well, our work here is done, Mr. Gribble.
Thank you, Kay. You know, you actually... No, never mind.
My buddy's kid even hacked it.
You're a miracle worker.
The bank has sent us a second notification.
Yes. I'll just finish dealing with Lester first. He will get what he deserves.
I thought what we did would be enough.
Oh, I'm just getting started. There was nothing compromising on the tablet. However, I found Lester's schedule for the week. Well, I knew just how to use it. Ouch!
Are you hurt? Kay, what a pleasant surprise.
Yes, I like to run here in the mornings, you know? I knew exactly where and when Lester would appear. I knew his favorite places to go to, books, movies, what kind of coffee he preferred, and where he liked to have dinner. So, I kept bumping into him and pretending it was all by accident. You're going to fall in love with me, Lester Gribble Jr.
I had no doubt I'd meet you here, Kay. This is Crime and Punishment. I love this novel.
Really? Me too! Lester's smile grew wider each time we met. He didn't miss his Mary Sue for long. Yes, Joe?
Mind telling me why the hell there are only a few cents left on the agency's account?
Joe, I took some money to rent a car.
What? BK, you're completely...
A candlelit dinner.
Okay.
Is the car ready? Right on schedule.
Kay, it seems we like the same type of cars. What happened to you?
I batted my eyelashes and said I got a flat tire. That idiot gave me his spare and, as expected, finally asked me out.
Kay, you're amazing. We have so much in common. I think it's fate.
We started dating and I often hung out at Lester's place. I decided to do a couple more dirty tricks before dumping him and breaking his heart. Joe could never refuse me and came to the rescue again. I turned off the security cameras in Lester's whole house and let him into the garage. Cut a couple of wires under the hood, let him fork out for repairs, and I'll make sure no one comes in. Joe texted me after doing that and left. I turned the cameras back on. But soon, black smoke started pouring out of the garage. What have you done? Joe, there's a fire in the garage!
Something must have short-circuited.
Are you kidding me? Although, that's even better. Good job, Joe. Except my joy was short-lived. It turned out that Lester's car collection was insured for a huge sum. So, just like after dumping his stripper bride, Lester wasn't upset for long. Heck! Have you robbed a bank?
Lester's Japanese partners came by. They are organizing an event for 100 guests. They need great catering. This is just the advance payment. Just in time, too, because I'm completely broke. I'll have to sleep in my car soon.
I was glad things at the agency were looking up, but my revenge had reached a dead end. I was almost ready to give up when karma finally caught up to Lester for the sins of his past.
Mr. Lester Gribble, I have a warrant for your arrest.
What? I demand an explanation.
You're suspected of insurance fraud.
This is nonsense. Take your hands off me.
Wow, it seemed Lester had run out of luck. His partners were shocked and said they would not make any deals with such a person. By the evening, Lester was released on bail, but he was in debt up to his, well, you get it.
Just imagine that the insurers found out that before the fire, someone had deliberately turned off the surveillance cameras in the house and then turned them back on. They think that since my business was facing problems, I had decided insurance fraud was the answer.
Honey, I'm so sorry. Sorry? Ha! I was elated! Gribble's business was slowly collapsing. He was selling his property and spending all his money on lawyers. But I was worried that Lester would get away with everything again. Just like when he had been a kid and got away with every nasty thing he did. And I figured out how to finish Lester off.
It's so dark and creepy here.
There are power issues after yesterday's thunderstorm. Thank you for coming here.
Are you ready? I'd like to go to bed early. I have a meeting with my lawyer tomorrow.
Of course, sweetie. I'm going to the bathroom. Could you put these documents in the safe?
Sweetie? I like that. And the code?
It's my birthday. At night, I secretly came back to the office, took out the money, and hid it at home. All that was left to do in the morning was put on a performance. Everything was fine when I was leaving. That was our client's money. Not a single camera was working because of the thunderstorm. I'm finished. Not on my shift. We'll find the robber. There are no signs of breaking and entering. Who knew the code to the safe? Who? Just me and Joe, my partner, although, come to think of it, my boyfriend Lester Gribble Jr. knew it as well. He's having a hard time right now, but he couldn't have done that to me. We will check all possibilities. Here's my business card. If you remember anything else, call. Soon, it was confirmed that Lester's fingerprints were at the crime scene, and, of course, he was called in for questioning. So it was you! Lester, I trusted you!
Baby, I swear, I have nothing to do with this.
Except, he wasn't the only one who was called in for questioning. Joe was a suspect as well. His fingerprints were on the safe. Everyone in the city knew how much he needed money, and someone had even seen him near the office that night. I didn't want to frame Joe. I had to think fast. This is BK Rhyme. I remembered something. The night of the robbery, I was out for a run. and I saw a guy running out of the office wearing a mask. It was a Spider-Man mask, right? Joe, Lester, and some other poor guy had to take part in an investigative experiment. I was called in as a witness. Do you recognize any of them? Of course, I recognized Lester by his height and pointed at him. The one in the middle. It's him. Take off your masks. Number 3, move forward.
What? You're nuts! Get your hands off me! Off, I said!
I can't believe it. It's going to be all right, Miss Rhyme. Justice has finally been served.
Kay, what's happening? They want to charge me. Tell them what really happened.
You fool! Have you really forgotten me? I reminded Lester of all the times he had bullied me when we were kids and told him we had both lost our fathers because of his prank.
You're insane! I didn't do anything like that! I became an orphan too, in case you didn't notice. And I'm sorry. I really was a jerk back then.
It's too late to be sorry. Let's be honest. You deserve to be in jail. Bye.
BK, what are you doing here?
Joe, I took the money from the safe to frame Lester. I hid it at home and will bring it back to the office in the morning. I'm sorry you got involved.
To hell with the money. It's finally over. We can be together.
Here's the thing, Joe. I lied so that you would help me get revenge. I only see you as a friend, and I will never date you. Well, see you tomorrow then?
I can't believe it.
That's the happy ending, right? Unfortunately, no. In the evening, the cops came over, searched my place, and found the money. It turned out that Joe had told the police everything. Well, he probably had the right to be angry. You'll have to come with us, Miss Rhyme.
Well, how's my client doing?
Lousy. Any news?
Yes, but not good ones. Mr. Gribble has been cleared of all charges and released. Joe hasn't paid off the loan, and the bank got your agency. But I brought you bail.
It's a letter from my father! Finally, it's been restored! If you're reading this, it means I'm dead. You should know that
I deserved to spend all these years in prison. Gribble Sr. put me out of business. I waited for a chance to get revenge. One evening, I kicked out a brat that was serving the guests rotten shrimp and put poison in Gribble Sr.'s food. I had been carrying it with me for a long time. You were young then, and they didn't tell you the truth. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to know the thirst for revenge ruined my life. Don't repeat my mistakes. Love, Dad.
I wanted to tell you a story about justice, but in the end, it turned into a story about me losing everything. My business, freedom, and good friend of Joe. I ruined my life and Lester's too. He was a horrible kid, but he grew up to be a decent guy, and most importantly, he is innocent. Sorry, Dad, but your advice came too late. And then a security guard showed up and said that I had been bailed out. But who would do that for me? Lester, did you bail me out?
I had to spend the last of my savings, but, you know, I really care about you. We've hurt each other a lot, but damn it, can we try again?
What's the point? We are dirt poor. I'm going to be tired. It's over.
I have one last dollar left. Let's have coffee and try to think of a plan.
Sounds like the beginning of something good.
Stop!
I have other plans, guys. Holy cookies. What the? Have you ever felt like you aren't the master of your own life? I can't believe it's all true. I was born into an aristocratic family in a small European principality. Let me tell you, that meant I had a very strict upbringing. Elizabeth, stand up straight.
And smile.
the Bartons had always been under the scrutiny of the paparazzi. Of course, I was raised to be a real lady. While normal kids were reading comics, I was studying etiquette. I was forbidden from watching TV and playing video games, so the only entertainment I had was reading detective stories at night. I had a dream to grow up and defeat some villains. Well, I've grown up. I'm graduating from college because a lady is supposed to get a good education. But soon I will get married, and my career as a journalist will end before it has a chance to begin.
You look great, Elizabeth.
Even though it was our engagement party, I'd seen Arnold only twice before. It was a wedding of convenience. My parents wanted me to marry the son of the mayor, Mr. Wilde.
Well, I am the most important person in the city.
And that's his wife, Agatha. Well, you already know that.
Why can't people fly like birds?
Yeah, as you can see, I had to forget about my childhood dream. Oh, they all look so delicious. And I've only eaten a lettuce leaf today. Surely one cupcake won't hurt. You won't fit into the wedding dress. Just drink juice.
This lipstick is too vulgar.
Ugh, get yourself cleaned up before Arnold sees you. Don't do this, don't do that. Am I their puppet? And then I heard suspicious clicking noises. Some clever paparazzi had snuck in and taken a photo of me looking like that. Pervert!
What happened? You scumbag! Dude, give it back. Sure, here. Catch. You'll regret this.
I cleaned myself up and we returned to the party. I still had to thank Arnold. If those pictures had been leaked to the media, oh no.
The salads here are delicious. You must be Elizabeth. I'm Arnold's mother.
Yes, we've already met 3 times.
I once dreamed of dancing on stage, but after marriage, I had to forget about it.
Darling, you forgot to take your joy pill.
Screw the salad. I want a steak. Baby, forget everything I said. I'm happy. What a wonderful party.
I looked around and everything seemed wrong to me. I was nothing more than an accessory for my parents. What if I would have to take antidepressants like Agatha after marriage so as not to go crazy from boredom? We were coming back home when I noticed cops working at a crime scene. Paparazzi were trying to break through, but only one journalist managed to interview a policeman. Amanda Chase. On the way to college, I noticed a magazine with Amanda Chase on the cover. I got curious, so I googled her name. It turned out that the magazine person belonged to her. She published books and conducted independent investigative journalism. Amanda also found the murder of that man. Wow, she became my idol. My, sworn friend, Bertha, told me that Amanda was recruiting students for an internship in her publishing house.
You're supposed to present an interesting journalistic investigation to get the internship. I'm going to try.
Wow, I'll try my luck too.
What for? After the wedding, you will be the shadow of your husband. Why would you need to work? Leave that to the professionals.
Ugh, her words made me so mad. I would show everyone what I was capable of. I found out that the college cafeteria was buying expired products and made a cool report about it. This is great stuff. The internship in the publishing house will be mine. I was about to go to the magazine's office after classes, but... It's you again? Damn it! Quit it! He ran away, and I wanted to shout words ladies weren't supposed to know after him, but I couldn't be late for my appointment with Amanda.
Too late, buddy. Amanda already loves me.
So nasty. It's a great honor to meet you, Miss Chase. My name is Elizabeth Barton. Quiet. Time is money. Weirdly enough, a recording of a talk show appeared on the screen. What is the meaning of this? I don't understand. You think you can just hand in anything because of who your parents are? I'm sick of people like you. Anyway, the girl who did an investigation about expired food in the dining room already got the internship. That was when I realized what had happened. Bertha must have switched our flash drives while I was chasing after the paparazzi. She was probably the one who had let him into college. I would show her. Calm down, Elizabeth. You're a lady. Amanda Chase called me a dumb princess and threw me out the door. Was I upset? Of course! But it only made me more determined. Now I wanted to expose something really big, and I started looking for a news story.
Elizabeth D. Larson Barton, how could you let such photos be leaked onto the internet?
Are you eating again? You'll get huge. Go say hello to your future family. My family irritated me more and more by the day. Dad kept lecturing me about morals, and Mom wouldn't let me eat any normal food. Mr. Wilde turned out to be a pompous fool.
Anyone could learn how to do heart surgery, but being a mayor is a vocation.
His miserable wife lost touch with reality after taking the pills, and when their side effect ended, she just stared off into space. What a beautiful house! I like it so much. I am so happy to be. I feel so sad. I'm going to lie for a while here, and it will pass. Well, at least Arnold was all right. Arnie, you have a bruise.
Oh, really? I got into a fight with a thief to defend a girl.
My hero.
Mwah.
The next day, I skipped lectures and went to look for a story in a bad area. And then I noticed an old acquaintance of mine there. That damn paparazzi! I was sure that he was hanging around in the alley because he had sniffed out something scandalous. So I decided to follow him and find out what it was. Oops.
Would you look at that? Princess is here. But of course, who else could be so terrible at spying on me?
Don't call me that.
What are you doing in such a place?
Thanks to you, someone stole my journalistic investigation. I'm looking for a news story, and you owe me. So show me what you've got.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I just live here. As for those photos, well, sorry, but I'm just trying to feed my family. And your idiot fiancé smashed my camera.
Serves you right, you vulture.
Oscar, brother, did you bring us anything delicious?
Oh, Oscar really cared about his siblings. Now I knew how we could help each other. I offered him a deal. He would help me find a new story, and I would buy him a new camera in return.
Okay, there is a strip club, Pepper, in the city center. It doesn't look like much, but there is a closed elite club in the basement. Politicians and celebrities, immorally relax there.
That's exactly what I need.
But be careful, Princess. Have you heard about the murder at New Row? He was the last person who tried to find out more about that elite club.
It was risky, but I determined to prove I was a great journalist and not a snotty princess. I first had to get into Pepper to find out more about the elite club. I disguised myself and got a job as a waiter there.
You're hired.
That same evening, I got to work. At first, I didn't see anything except cockroaches, cheeky men, and shameless girls. But by nightfall, celebrities started to go down into the basement of the club, and they all wore the same brooch. Does that mean they're all members of that secret club? I tried to sneak down as well, but...
Invitation only, lady.
Ugh! Halloween was approaching, and I still hadn't made any progress with the investigation. But one night...
Daddy's here.
Mr. Wilde showed up at the club, and on his chest, you guessed it, was the brooch of the elite club members.
Hey, new girl. Our dancer didn't come. Take her place. A round of applause for our new dancer.
Everyone was staring at me. The mayor could recognize me even though I was wearing a wig. Damn it! I had to quickly think of a way out. It worked. Thank you.
New girl, someone important is interested in you. Are you interested in working at our club for special guests tomorrow?
I thought about it. The mayor could recognize me, and I was disgusted at seeing him there. But I agreed anyway, because I had been looking for a way to get into the secret club for a long time. In the evening, I had dinner with my family, and future family. I barely held back from growling when Mr. Wilde started pretending to be a respectable family man. Can you hear that? Someone is crying. Drip, drip.
My love, did you forget to take your pills again?
I would definitely get to the bottom of it, Mr. Mayor. I saw a strange scar on Arnold's neck, like someone had hit him with a whip.
Oh, this? Yes, I was riding a horse and hit myself by accident.
Yeah, sure. The time had come. I put on a wig, hid a camera in my necklace, and got ready to find my story. So, the bigwigs hang out here? The owner said that an important person was waiting for me in a private room.
The baby wants his bottle! Wah! Wah!
They hadn't prepared me for that in college. The mayor turned out to be a huge pervert.
The baby What? What's that? A camera? You're a spy!
Oh, damn. I got busted.
Security! Grab the spy! Stop!
I have other plans, guys. Holy cookies? What the? Oh, yeah. Oink, oink. Mom, what on earth? Where is this exit? Dad?
Dance with me, pretty girl.
More!
Arnold, I'm not feeling well.
There she is! Grab her!
Exit. Finally! After everything I had seen, I didn't want to go home, and my legs brought me to Oscar. Open up! I'm being chased by security guards from a depraved club.
Are you crazy? Why did you come here?
I hugged Oscar and tearfully told him about everything. Everything I knew about my family turned is a lie. I had no idea what to do.
Did you catch everything on the hidden camera?
Every shameful second of it.
Well, you have two choices, Princess. Stay strong and publish this story, or do nothing and live with this secret.
Oscar was right. Those were my only two options. I wondered what the incorruptible Amanda Chase would do. Oscar, will you help me edit the video?
I don't know. Messing with them is dangerous.
I'll pay you well. We got down to business. Soon enough, a scandalous report and a revealing article were ready. I sent the investigation to Amanda, and she contacted me the very next day. Honey, I underestimated you. You're going to be a star. I'm waiting for you in my office. I was prouder of myself than ever before. I had a clear conscience and earned my idol's respect. Meanwhile, working as a journalist turned out to be too hard for Bertha, and she became a secretary. Babe, bring me some coffee. There she is. I'm amazed. Not every journalist would risk going against their powerful family. You want to show everyone the shameful vices of celebrities and politicians. However, I sensed something was wrong and noticed that Amanda was wearing the club's brooch. A familiar mask was lying on the table. She had been the one having fun with Arnold? We are ready to do anything so that no one would find out about our dirty secret. Do you remember the murder I saw? The thing is, I was the one who dealt with that guy. He shouldn't have pried into other people's business. Oh my god. You are all in on it! You're lucky to have such a great family, so you're safe. But this is your last warning.
Thank you so much for telling us, Amanda. We'll make sure that Elizabeth does not stick her nose into this again.
No! Let me go! I dreamed of becoming a cool journalist and proving to everyone that I wasn't just a puppet in my parents' hands. But now, I wish I didn't know the truth about my family. Roses smell of sadness. You're lost in your thoughts again. But now I understand why you're so depressed, Agatha.
Elizabeth, it's time for you to get married.
That was it. In a few seconds, I would become Mrs. Wilde and either join their vile club of perverts or start taking pills just like poor Agatha.
Mom! Agatha, what are you doing?
What I should have done long ago. Elizabeth, run away. Don't repeat my mistakes and only live for yourself.
You're right.
Elizabeth, come back!
Stop!
Hell no. I left my family and moved to America. I'm no longer being chased around by paparazzi, and I have to work hard to make a living. But I know that I can achieve everything because now I live only by my own rules.